welcome to Missing at the Mortuary, our horror evening. I'm Noelle and this is Hi, I'm Allison, and we are the co-founders of Missing at the Mortuary.
I'm so excited to be here. I love being here because we all know that we shouldn't be, right? Conceivably, this is a room of horror movie fans. People that love Halloween and the macabre, and we're all like, yeah, we'll go to that. If you were watching a horror movie and one of the people in it was like, hey, do you want to go to the old mortuary? For a comedy show? You'd be like yelling at you'd be like, don't do that. You're getting cursed. These people are so stupid, but here we are. I've been doing comedy for like 20 years, for like a while. Started in college and have gone all the way through to now. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, so I worked at a theater there called Improv Asylum and was on the main stage there for about 7 years, and then did sketch comedy for a company in New York. And now I'm out here doing stand-up and sketch and improv and all the stuff.
Like, did anyone see the remake of Amityville Horror? Which, I know, that's a solid question. The one, okay, so the other day someone was like, yeah, the one with Ryan Reynolds. And you know what, the other day my friend was like, wait, did you like the remake? I said, I liked the Amityville remake with Ryan Reynolds. And why? I mean, you have no taste. I said, Ryan Reynolds had no shirt.
Yes.
That's a great answer.
I've been doing comedy for about maybe 15 years, maybe a little bit more. Does the pandemic count? I don't know. But about 15 years, but I've been doing Horror Nerd for almost 4. And I wish I would have figured this out sooner, that this was what I really want to do, is be a horror host. I like to have different perspectives. I've had people on there who flat out are like Robbie Hoffman, who's one of my favorite comics. She came up and was like, I don't watch this shit. Life is scary enough. What is wrong with you people? It's really funny. But then we have the really avid horror nerds like myself who grew up on this. So it's nice to have kind of a different connection to scary movies. Some people who love it, some people are genuinely scared of it, but they watch it anyway. But the fun part is I push them outside of their box. I say, you cannot do your normal material. You actually have to write a brand new set for this. I give them a theme a month in advance. Like tonight, because it was our first night and it's kind of like all horror goes for this one. But for our regular show that we do at the Improv, to spice it up, we pick a genre every month. So I'll say, okay, this month we're doing vampires. This month we're doing ghosts. This month we're doing, we did a Blumhouse night, which was super fun. So I give them a month and I say, listen, this is your topic, get to writing, all brand new stuff.
I always love when Samantha invites me to do these horror nerd shows, because I love scary movies. They're my favorite. Like, they really get the blood pumping, you know? It's like the Viagra of cinema.
You guys didn't know this, Leatherface is actually inspired by a serial killer. You guys know this? Yeah, he's inspired by a serial killer called Ed Gein. Now this fella was kind of a jerk. I won't lie. Kind of a jerk. He was a serial killer who would take the skin of his victims and make various things like furniture around his house. Yeah, stuff that you wouldn't find in a KB home, you know? So, but that got me thinking, you know, when I researched this guy, I realized, I'm like, out of all the serial killers I could get killed by, if it was Ed Gein, I think it would be a compliment. Yes. Right? Because he's not just looking for any guy, right? Like, he's looking for somebody who's gonna look good spread out on a recliner, you know? Some guy was like, oh, that dude moisturizes.
Haunted Mansion! This ride was so rad at Disney, they said, fuck it, let's make a movie about bad mortgage choices.
This is it. Fucking Carrie, dude. Did you know she was supposed to be fat in the books? She was fat in the book? I didn't know that. Some people knew that. I was just like, what the fuck? They will not cast a fat bitch in a movie. It's like they remade this movie 3 times. They couldn't make one of them a fat bitch? I'm trying to get work here, people.
Last year we were renovating a house and we had a painter who, I could not stand this man, okay? He was the bane of my existence. He would message me every single Friday at 8 p.m. with an invoice, huge invoice, and he wanted to be paid immediately. and every week it was to a different Venmo account because he was getting divorced and he didn't want his wife to know. Okay? And it was like, I need to be paid immediately. I hated this guy. He died midway through painting the house.
So to do stand-up or any type of comedy where you also have some of the macabre to it, I think it's a lot of, the Venn diagram is almost a circle. So you get a lot of the same people, and they're looking for it, and there's not that much of it. So it's like, you know, if you've seen 100 shows and most of them are about people's relationships or Tinder, then it's like nice to occasionally go to one where people are like, let me tell you about Halloween 4, and they're like, what? What is this?
And it's kind of fun because they don't have time to overthink it. They just go. And sometimes I get the question, hey, Sam, this is kind of weird, but yes, the answer is yes. Is it weird? Do it. Yeah, this is the whole point of Horror Nerd, is to build a community where all the weird kids, and I say that as a compliment, get to come and hang out and just be themselves and talk about these weird movies. You know, it used to be kind of like oh, you like scary movies, you're weird. And now it's like, oh no, you're cool.